Councilman. I've been on council now for about 2.5 years, and in that time I've enjoyed serving as the vice chair on the finance committee. I'm the first candidate tonight in the order here that's actually unopposed, and so I wanted to take a minute instead to just talk a bit about the finances and the committee that I serve on here. So last year, the state of Ohio came through and audited the books of the city, and by the time they were done, the results were so clean, they actually didn't even come and present the results to us in person. They simply sent a letter in the mail, said congratulations on the status of your books, and we'll see you next year. In the finance department, we actually have an award-winning department. We have a winner of the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. This is a national award and something that we're definitely proud to have earned. On the financial front, something else we're also proud of is that we've come through the worst economic period since the Great Depression with 0 layoffs. Now that's a tribute to teamwork, not only for the administration, but we also need to acknowledge the city's unions coming together as well. It took some negotiation to get done, but as somebody who was recently laid off myself, I'm very, very proud to have come this far without having to let anyone go. So basically, I wanted to end my message by saying the state of our books in the city we have balanced books, we have not increased taxes, and we've had no layoffs. And as the vice chair of the finance committee, it's all just something I'm very proud of. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to thank the people of Ward 5 for their support and patience, and we'll try to make Fairview the best it can be. Thank the League for this important forum, and I don't want to take up any more of the important time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I won't be quite as generous as Councilman Matia. Good evening to you all, and thanks to all of you for coming out this evening, and thank you to the League for sponsoring this event. It's been my honor to serve the citizens of Fairview Park for the past 3 years and 9 months, first as representative of Ward 5, and for the last term and a half as council president. I wish I could come up here and tick off a long list of high-profile projects that I was involved in bringing to the city, but truth be told, I can't. I came to this office on the very tail end of Fairview Park's most recent building renaissance. Mr. Rehor talked a bit about it. And while attending dedication ceremonies would certainly be very high on the preferred duty list of most public officials, during the worst economic times since the Great Depression, kind of a rare occurrence, unfortunately. My time on council has been spent for the most part on much less glamorous endeavors. A good chunk of last year was spent working with the administration to plug a $1.7 million budget deficit, as Councilman Hinkel just mentioned. Basically caused by a perfect storm of lost tax revenues. And as Councilman Hinkel said, layoffs and cut services were staved off for the time being, but huge sacrifices were made by public employees and citizens alike. I went down to Columbus myself on my own time this past spring and testified before a House Finance Subcommittee against the massive cuts to the local government fund in the state budget. This siphoning off of our tax dollars to be doled out to big business and the super rich will leave Fairview Park with hundreds of thousands of dollars less per year to provide services we struggle to pay for as it is. The governor's abolishment of the estate tax on the very wealthiest estates. Thank you.
Thank you. I will not be wearing my cheaters tonight, and it's not because I'm not old, it's because I have very large print. And good evening, my name is Peggy Cleary, and I'd like to join the other candidates tonight in thanking the League of Women Voters for making this forum available. And I also want to thank the audience for attending this evening. We work for you, and as our bosses, it's essential that the voters have an opportunity to hear from the candidates that seek to represent them on council. I was elected in 2005 in the Councilman at Large seat that represents all of Fairview Park and was re-elected again in 2007, 2009. I'm a member of all 3 standing committees and currently serve as the chair of the Finance Committee that is responsible for the oversight of the $23 million budget. As a member of council, I've supported legislation that reduced city expenses, increased public park space, contributed to economic development, and facilitated municipal collaboration within the West Shore District. The downturn in the economy has increased the challenges faced by this administration and by this City Council. The City of Fairview Park, as well as our own households, must do more with less as we face the challenge of delivering essential city services at a time of increased cost and shrinking revenue. Administration and council have worked to increase municipal revenue through focused economic development to ensure that core city services are delivered in the most efficient and cost-effective manner. Evidence of these efforts can be seen in the ongoing redevelopment along Lorraine Avenue, increased collaboration with other municipalities, and the current collaboration between municipalities working to determine if a fire department can best work together in the West Shore District. I'm grateful to the residents of Fairview Park for the opportunity to represent them on council. I do not take their support or their confidence for granted. There's much work ahead, and as a representative of the City Council, I will continue to work to ensure that Fairview Place remains a great place to grow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.